This broadcast is sponsored by One Easy Credit Union and these local businesses.
The largest one-day crowd gathering here, just right here in Tucson.
Thousands of people watching the wagons and riders.
Historically, it's interesting. It's a part of the culture, long-standing, so it's really fun to see.
And what you'll see, the world's longest non-motorized parade, one of Tucson's most famous events, nearly a century old.
Back in 1925, Tucson didn't even have a rodeo or a parade. Transplanted New Yorker Frederick Light Kramer decided that needed to change.
He convinced business leaders to sponsor La Fiesta de los Vaqueros. All the contestants had to ride in this procession that rolled right through downtown Tucson.
It now rolls through the south side. This year, it's on a new route.
Just one turn and leading right back up to the rodeo grounds.
What hasn't changed? The tradition, the history, and the smiles it brings.
Just finding out that it's been going on for such a long time, it's just wonderful. I'm anxious to see it.
So get ready for the colorful floats, all the cowboys and cowgirls.
And all the marching bands. Saddle up. It's time to ride.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 99th Annual Tucson Rodeo Parade. I'm Dan Mari.
And I'm Brooke Wagner. We are so excited to have you with us. This is a great day for a parade. We are coming to you on 13 News KOLD, KOLD.com, 13 Plus, and our mobile app.
And we also want to welcome those of you watching on Arizona's Family Sports across the state. A first time for us to do that this year. And what an exciting, beautiful morning. We have a big change to tell you about this year. The Rodeo Parade, it has a whole new route.
Right, and it is working out great so far. It starts south 12th Avenue in Drexel, and then it heads east on Drexel to South Nogales Highway. That's where it turns north, ending at Irvington Road, right near the rodeo ground. So that's your new route, and they are coming down the pike.
So here it is for the first time in more than 30 years, a whole new, brand new route. And we've got the 99th Annual Tucson Rodeo Parade carrying the parade sign. They're members from the Palm Line from the University of Arizona, starting things off. And here we go, Brooke, you ready?
Wow, what a way to kick it off. This is a beautiful morning for this. We're talking about the color guard for the Tucson Rodeo, traditionally presented on horseback. Let's listen in. They've got the flags. This is the official start every year when the excitement really begins. Presented on horseback, flags carried by members of the University of Arizona Rodeo team, carrying the flag of the state and our Star-Spangled Banner.
And of course, this year's Grand Marshal is Louise Thomas. She founded Angel Charity for Children after she lost her 9-year-old son to childhood cancer. Hey, what's going on, Louise? There she is. And the angels that she said. Now, she founded Angel Charity for Children after she lost her 9-year-old son. She, along with the Angels, who support the fundraising, raise over $1 million annually to fund charities that support children across Pima County. Her dedication and charitable efforts make the parade committee proud to honor her as the Grand Marshal of the 2024 Tucson Rodeo Parade, a wonderful woman.
And appropriately, she was just followed by the float for her Angel Charity. 42 years strong and 250 dedicated volunteers. You can hear what's coming up now.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite entries. Of course, please welcome in their 121st consecutive year from the University of Arizona, the Pride of Arizona Marching Band. Under the direction of Professor Chad Schupman, the 2024 Sudler Trophy winning Pride of Arizona is one of our nation's premier college marching bands, and they are honored once again to lead the 99th Annual Tucson Rodeo Parade. Let's listen in. right, bear down Arizona. And we've got Jose Calderon. He is the committee chairman this year, and Jose is a Tucson native who's extremely honored and humbled to represent the Tucson Rodeo. He's grateful for the opportunity to serve this community for the past 16 years. He thanks the Tucson Rodeo Parade Committee for allowing him to ride in this historic parade. What's up, Jose? Good man. He thanks the rodeo fans for being a huge part of this year's tradition for 99 years.
And then he's followed by Congressman Juan Ciscomani from the 6th Congressional District of Arizona in the U.S. House of Representatives. And there goes Congressman Ciscomani, a dad, husband, lifelong member of the community here, committed to delivering for the 6th Congressional District of Arizona. He says, and he's excited to join this year's 99th anniversary parade.
And now we have Supervisor Rex Scott and his wife Terry, honored to represent Pima County's District 1. Over 30 years in public education, Supervisor Scott has continued his dedication.
The city of South Tucson represented. They were incorporated in 1936 as the Pueblo within the city. Enjoy their multicultural hospitality, refined Mexican cuisine, and fish and fries.
And, you know, before him, Supervisor Scott, he has done so much. Again, 30 years education, dedication to families, and Rex and his wife Terry, thank you for the opportunity to participate in the rodeo parade. And of course, the city of South Tucson, right there in the heart of Tucson, only a square mile city.
And all I can think about is the food.
Oh my gosh, some of the best Mexican restaurants on the planet.
You know, we're seeing a couple of the marshals. They work so
Yes, they
hard
do.
to prepare, and they are so integral to this whole event.
Representing Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, welcome the commander of the 355th Mission Support Group, Colonel Casey Bartholomew. His wife Shauna and children Nora and Joe are also on board. You know, he's got an important job leading the entire Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. We appreciate his service to our country and all the DM
And what
airmen.
a great wagon, right?
Yeah, it is a beautiful
And
wagon.
now this is a very important
it
VIP-filled rodeo parade float. The committee, family, and friends, Tucson Rodeo Parade Committee members, they spend so many hours getting this parade ready for you. They want you to meet some of their family, their children, their grandkids, their friends. Helping to keep all the kids corralled is Lionel Betts, wife of longtime committee member Terry Betts. Thank you, volunteers, for all you do. We cannot thank you enough. And gosh, hi guys. Great to see you, all the kids. That's the next generation of parade committee members right there.
Every year, the Tucson Rodeo Parade Committee honors its members who have passed away in true cowboy style, a riderless horse with boots turned backwards in the stirrups. This year, we are saddened by the loss of 5 past members. Patrick Emsley joined the committee in 1980 and was an active member for over 25 years. He served as chairman of entries and lineup, equipment rentals, and many years on the board. He was committee chairman back in 2001 to 02. Wonderful man. Walking with his horse, son-in-law Josh Emsley, his son Josh, his daughter-in-law Laura, and grandchildren Sarah and Samantha. We want to just remember Patrick and thank you for all your service, Patrick.
And next, another memorial horse. This is one of the more reflective parts of the parade. And fittingly, we have a flyover here. This is Ron Tepke's memorial horse. Began his parade career as a horseback marshal, became a member in 1993, and continued to work the parade on horseback for 10 years, walking his horse, his longtime friend, Dennis Molnar.
And Dan Abate, for entry number 114, became a member in 1981, served many years on the board of directors, and as treasurer, he became an advisor to the committee after more than 10 years of membership. Walking with his horse are son Adam and his friend Travis.
And memorial horse for Julie DeLong, who began her association with the committee as a horseback marshal with her husband, George. You are missed.
And then, of course, we've got a memorial horse for Bernice Anderson. Bernice started as a docent in the Western Wagon Hester Museum. She was co-chair of the museum for several years. We want to just say, we remember Bernice walking her horse's friend Barb.
We remember all of you. And this large group is our U.S. Border Patrol Tucson Sector Horse Unit. A centennial is a milestone worth celebrating, isn't it, though? So help welcome the men and women who've been helping keep Arizona safe for the last 100 years. Tucson Sector Horse Patrol Unit since 1924. They've been securing the front line by jeep, truck, helicopter, and just like Jeff Milton on horseback, They say, God bless America and honor first. And next year it's the Rodeo Parade Centennial, by the way.
Yeah, they'll be here for that for sure. They're always with us every year. Entry number 118, Arizona Lotus, Mix FM. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the 94.9 Mix FM float, bringing the most music for your workday. Wake up with Mike Rapp. He's been a buddy of mine for years. Spend your day with Marty Bishop and Cindy Long, and unwind with Delilah. This year's theme is Rodeo Barbie. I love it. Where pink meets Western in a dazzling spectacle, brought to you by 94.9 Mix FM. Arizona Lotus, proud sponsor of the Tucson Rodeo Parade. I like what they did with that.
Oh, my gosh.
Combining
They've got the
Barbie
pink
and the rodeo.
cowgirl hat.
Yeah.
They've got all the flowers. Hi, guys. And the pink hats, really, they make it. Now, that's a Barbie parade float right there. Okay, up next, the League of Mexican-American Women, a nonprofit focused on expanding its efforts in higher education for 54 years by encouraging and promoting education beyond high school. And they do this through scholarships. They raise funds through lots of fundraising activities. And their next one and their biggest one is the Fiesta in Xochimilco. That's a big ball, money raised, help many students attend college, trade, and vocational school.
And now, 26 years ago, AFNI found a home in the community of Tucson. They are a global contact center, passionate about helping people. They still have employees here in Tucson when they opened their doors 26 years ago. They are committed to providing better opportunities and supporting charitable contributions.
Number 121, the Roscoe Christopher Mud Wagon, built by Roscoe Christopher, past Grand Marshal, Wagon Master of the Tucson Rodeo Parade Committee. If you couldn't tell from this one, it's a replica of the wagons that ran from the Pyramid Mines to Reno, Nevada in the 1800s. They're proud to celebrate their 34th year in the parade with 4 generations.
All right, Brooke, we got some rodeo royalty. Howdy from the Benson Butterfield Rodeo Queen, Bria Keast, and her princess, Anaya Allred. Bria is 13 years old, lives in Sierra Vista. She attends Tombstone Middle School. That's pretty cool. Where she's an honor roll student. She enjoys spending time with her family, riding her horse, and competing. She's also competes in rodeos. Anaya is 15 years old. She's a student at Tombstone High. Anaya enjoys staying active and has participated on many teams, including Tombstone JROTC, Tombstone FFA, and Sierra Vista Tsunami Swim Team. Bria and Anaya invite you all to attend the 24th Benson Butterfield Rodeo.
And speaking of Tombstone JROTC, it's the high school's mounted color guard. The award-winning group is the only high school mounted unit in the nation, by the way, commanded by Cadet Sergeant Michaela Jones. Each rider is responsible for the care and the training of their own mount. They must maintain their grades at the same time. And the team also has their own cleanup crew, by the way. That's part of the training.
Right on.
So they are safe to walk behind, although
Yes.
we like to be right in front of them so we can see their yellow jacket shine.
And the cleanup crew consists of a student pushing a wheelbarrow and somebody else with a rake.
And a push broom and a
Yes.
rake. So you know what, though? Great job, guys.
Yes.
Thumbs up to you.
Very
for that.
thoughtful for the marching band who is behind them.
I know, right?
Oh, yes. Here comes the Pueblo Warrior Marching Band, directed by Juan Guzman, followed by the Pueblo Cheerleader Squad. This year, the Pueblo High School Band is sponsored by Delicia's Mexican Grill. That's at 4581 South 12th Avenue. They have lunch specials from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And, of course, whenever there's a band, Brooke, we like to just shut our mouths and take a
Right.
listen
Let's
to the awesome
just
music.
listen. Pueblo High School Warrior Marching Band. We'll be right back.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
Community means a sharing of common interests, attitudes, and goals with others. At HSL Properties, it's about community. We're looking for highly motivated professionals to join our team. With exciting sign-on bonuses, benefits, and more, a career at HSL is the beginning of a brand new day. Learn more at hslcareers.com. HSL, it's about community.
Welcome back. We're talking stagecoaches with the El Paso County Sheriff's Posse, always one of the biggest and greatest groups since 1936. The El Paso County Sheriff's Posse is the oldest continually operated posse in the U.S., so that is always fun to see.
Okay, this is one of my favorite restaurants in Tucson, family-owned and operated Little Mexico restaurant at 698 West Irvington. Been open since 1993. All family homemade recipes from the Estrada and Palomares family. They're open daily, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., closed on Tuesdays. They need a day off. They also cater for all size groups, and they do a lot of catering for the Tucson Rodeo Parade Committee. And I'll tell you, their food is delicious. Little Mexico, a proud sponsor of the Tucson Rodeo Parade. Stop by, enjoy lunch, and it's going to be a homemade recipe for you.
And Dan, I will see your Little Mexico restaurant and raise you a Little Mexico steakhouse, owned and operated by Carlos Palomares and his family. The traditions from the Estrada and Palomares families. Little Mexico also has a mesquite grill. They make all kinds of great food, and they are proud to sponsor the Tucson Rodeo Parade.
Yeah, you definitely upped me on that one, because I do love my steaks.
You got to have a steak. Now, we know we have one of Dan's favorites, the Tucson Firefighter Association.
Yes.
And they are so happy to be here. They're Tucson firefighters who we are so grateful for. Today, showcasing an old Tucson fire wagon, and they're pulling hand-drawn hose carts, by the way they used to do it. The equipment shows how fires were fought in the Old West.
And, you know, if you think about it, I mean, there it is right there behind the wagon. You can see they literally had to pull this thing on wheels. And, you know, the history of the Tucson Fire Department, it goes back just as much, if not farther. It does go back farther than the Tucson Rodeo Parade itself and the rodeo. But if you ever go down to Fire Central, right in downtown, you can go down and see some of this old apparatus. It is just amazing to think at how hard those guys worked.
Yeah, take your kids so they can see the history of it. I love it. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. And now we have El Rio Health Center, dedicated to serving all populations of our area, including the underrepresented and uninsured.
And entry number 130, Bustos Media, home to a variety of local radio stations, from regional Mexican on La Poderosa, Latin on Top 40 on Urbana, News Talk Radio on KVOI The Voice, oldies on The Groove, and the timeless variety music on The Drive. Every station is as unique as its DJs. Thank you so much to Bustos Media.
And got a little ahead of myself there. Now we're seeing El Rio Health Center, and they are close to 126,000 Tucsonans strong, who depend on El Rio for their health care at 14 different health centers throughout Tucson. They continue their mission of improving the health of our community, and they're doing a great job representing here in the parade as well.
One of my favorite places, Old Tucson. Since 1939, it's been the home of famous Western movies and TV shows. Rio Bravo, Young Guns, Three Amigos, Tombstone, Gunfight at the OK Corral, and many, many more. Today, Old Tucson continues to be the shooting location for films, TV shows, commercials, and more. Also famous to locals and tourists as a premier Western location. One of my friends, Summer, is riding one of the horses in the back. Hey, Summer!
Hi!
Currently, you can come to Western Experience, Legends of the Old West, running through mid-May. For this and more, go to oldtucson.com.
And coming up next is Teen Challenge. The Teen Challenge mission is to provide youth, adults, and families with an effective, comprehensive Christian faith-based solution to life-controlling problems to become productive members of society. Teen Challenge of Arizona tries to help people become mentally sound, emotionally balanced, socially adjusted, physically well, and spiritually alive. It's Teen Challenge.
You know, this is such a wonderful organization. I've donated to them in the past. They really do make a difference, and they don't have a high recidivism rate. Once they help a teen, they really put them out there and they get them ready for society and just do wonderful, wonderful work.
Makes a long time difference.
It does.
We
so thank you to
appreciate that.
Teen Challenge. They've been doing wonderful work in Tucson for many decades now.
All
All
right.
right, one of the most important men in Tucson. We've got TPD Chief Chad Casmore. He's a native Tucsonan and no stranger to the rodeo parade. This year he leads his Tucson Police Department team on his horse Baby, joined by officers Castillo on Drifter, Clarissa on Valentina, and Michael on 50. Chief Casmar is proud to command the Tucson Police Department, and he thanks our Tucson community for their collaboration and support. I think he's been going on almost about 2 years since he took the post. And being a Tucson native, he really brings a lot of pride to the job, and he wants to bring crime down. He wants to be a part of the community. So we thank Chief Casmar for the hard work and dedication he and all of his fellow officers do.
He sure does look like a natural up on
He
his
does,
horse. He could
doesn't
be
he?
an Old West sheriff.
He could. He's fitting the part really well.
They've
There
got
he
a
is,
lot
Chief.
of officers involved in this today. It's really nice to see, and boy, working the event as well to make it as secure as possible. They are a big part of the Tucson
What's up,
Rodeo
Chief?
Parade. Hi guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, a lot of officers walking the route. We got officers on motorcycles patrolling the route. They're all over the place. Security, obviously, they take it seriously and they want to keep people safe. So thank you to the Tucson
Yes.
Police Department so much.
And you know what? When you're out here and you feel this energy and you see a wagon full
Yes.
of representation from the Tucson Police Department, that is what community is all about.
And I don't know if you heard that kid right there waving right there in the front of the yellow wagon. He just said, "Are we going to be on TV?" I gave him thumbs up. He got really
yeah.
excited.
You better believe it, huh? All right, up next, we have Apperson Plumbing Service, locally owned and operated.
Yeah, they've been serving business all of Southern Arizona since 1949. They go to any depth to solve your problem. They've been around for a long time, Brooke, as well, since 1949. We appreciate Apperson Plumbing and the
You
help
sure
they
do.
provide.
And if you can hear the beat,
Oh, yeah.
that's Fundación Musical. They've been going since August 2016. Well-known music school in Tucson. They offer personalized classes in accordion, bass, bajo quinto, guitar, drums. Let's listen for a moment because I don't know if you can hear me. Fundación Musical. Thank you so much for those tunes.
You know, Brooke, I've got two left feet, but I want to dance. I love that
see you
music.
dancing. I see you, Dan Maris.
All right, another one of my favorite organizations in Tucson, the Gospel Rescue Mission, a local nonprofit serving the community since 1953 with life transformational services. They got programs to feed the hungry, the homeless, and the hurting. Gospel Rescue Mission is the managing partner for the Center of Opportunity, which is a collaborative campus with 50 partners working together to bring hope to the homeless. They do incredible work for the Tucson community.
Boy, do they do some great, great work.
Yeah, they bring attention to the unique model, bringing people from homeless to wholeness. And their model is so powerful and so productive and so successful that other nonprofits from around the country come here to see how it's done.
That does not surprise me. That makes a lot of sense. Up next, RCD Demolition provides commercial and residential demolition services throughout Southern Arizona. Husband and wife owned since 2013. Their specialization is tearing things down, but what they're really focused on is building relationships with clients and with the community, and a successful business with hardworking, dedicated employees. And their slogan is, "It's going down."
That's a perfect slogan for a demolition company like that. I love it. Up next, we've got entry number 140. The Tohono O'odham Nation welcomes all the homelands of the O'odham people, which means the people. Introducing the Tohono O'odham Nation's chairman, Berlon Jose, vice chairwoman Carla Johnson, 2024 Miss Tohono O'odham Nation and her attendants, and 2024 Miss Tohono O'odham Nation Rodeo Queen and her attendant. Tohono O'odham, which means desert people, the original people of Tucson, welcomes you. That's how we used to say it. Respect the land and respect the people, and together we are stronger. Thank you to the Tohono O'odham Nation. and
Hello.
the rich traditions and cultures
This is always
they
one
bring.
of my favorite entries.
Yes.
Because, hello, they bring so many smiles and waves and so much color to the parade. Love to see them every year. Coming up next, we have the National Park Service, and they have a donkey, which is one of my favorites. Here they come, the park rangers from Saguaro National Park. Oh, a fantastic place. So proud to have it here. And did you know that saguaro cactus, the giant ones, can live to be 160 years old or more? They live a long time. We need to protect them. And there are 2 million plus in the 2 districts on either end of Tucson. The park offers activities for the whole family, lots of information about natural and cultural resources, and Jasmine the mini donkey.
Your favorite.
Which is, I'm telling you what, Jasmine the mini donkey may be my favorite part of the parade every year. I love me some Jasmine.
You know, the National Park Service, they do incredible work to protect our wildlands out there. And just if you see a National Park Service ranger when you're out and about, thank them, because they do. They really want to protect our lands. And it's just important. They have wildland firefighters. They have rangers. You can actually see one of their wildland firefighters wearing all the Nomex.
Thank you, Park Rangers. Thank you, Jasmine.
There we go. The Foothills Falcon Band, the largest competitive marching band in the state of Arizona, held that distinction for over 20 years. The Falcon Band has performed in the rodeo parade for 30 consecutive years. It's performed in England, China, Australia, Hawaii, and across the U.S. The band has performed in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the Rose Parade. Let's take a listen.
Catalina Foothills Falcon Band. We'll be right back.
Saddle up, cowboys and cowgirls. It's time to kick your style into high gear at Cowtown Boots. Come in now for specials like 15% off Cowtown brand boots. Special buys for the entire family with kids starting at $29.95 and adults $69.95. And 25% off any belt with the purchase of boots. Cowtown Boots has you covered from head to toe. Just off the I-10 between Ruth Roff and Sunset.
Get 'em on, Cowtown Boots, get 'em on.
Blue Mountain Roofing's got a deal hotter than a branding iron, and it's brought to you by the best sniffer in the West, Sue. Sue's on the hunt, sniffing out specials like a true four-legged cowboy. Sue's Rodeo Special, $500 off a brand spanking new roof replacement. Sue's sniffing out a deal just for you. Our team's as dependable and hardworking as a rancher at sunrise. When Sue says it's a deal, you can bet your boots it's the real deal.
Keep it local, keep it trusted. Call Blue Mountain Roofing today.
Now, coming up behind us is one of the things that makes the Tucson Rodeo Parade, and that's a group of friends who've been getting together for a long time to ride in the parade.
Go out and enjoy the outdoors on a horseback.
That is for sure. So this is Pancho Villancana and Daniel Perez y amigos, lots of amigos. It's a group of buds. They get together and ride, and they also have pilgrimage to help a friend in need. That's a wonderful message. And some fantastic horsemanship today.
Okay, cuteness alert, Brooke. I know you're going to love this one.
Oh, I can't.
Pancho's Mustang Rescue is a nonprofit and depends on donations. There in southwest Tucson, they rescue wild burros, wild Mustangs, domestic animals. They provide housing and health care for the ones suitable to rehome. They find forever loving homes.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this cute little guy. They're also a ministry and take many horses to hospitals, adult care homes, including memory care units all over Tucson. Imagine if you're one of these assisted living homes and this little guy comes to visit you. Today, Sonny Boy is pulling the cart and Danny Donk is being led.
Sonny Boy and Danny Donk, I love you so much.
Yeah, they do wonderful work, and again, they depend on donations. So if you can, help out Pancho's Mustang Rescue It's on the southwest side.
Well, they have my donation. And you know what else? You can't have a rodeo parade without boots. And Boot Barn is a proud supporter of the Tucson Rodeo Parade, the nation's largest Western and workwear retailer with the broadest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, Western-inspired fashion like we have today, and outdoor gear. Boot Barn, dedicated to supporting the local community and the Western lifestyle. Boot Barn says, keep West.
Keep West. And you know, every year when they name the Grand Marshal, Boot Barn supplies the hat. So every Grand Marshal of the parade gets a special hat from the Boot Barn. Debbie Gallagher, she's very involved. She's one of the managers of one of the Boot Barns here in town. She's been working at the Boot Barn since before it was Boot Barn for like 30 some odd years.
So does this include the hat you're wearing?
Nope. That's
different
the felt,
hat?
It's the felt gray hat. It's a little warm for felt, so I wanted to go for the straw.
Sure.
But yes, there we go.
You know, Dan was a Grand Marshal once upon a time.
Back in 2014, yeah, a fun year.
Now we have Rex Allen Day's Rodeo Royalty. We have the Queen, Shacy Goodwin, Princess Cadence Norwood, Sweetheart Paisley Davis, Sweetheart Tyler Williams, and Little Miss Keston Ayers. Oh, actually,
here we go. Taco Giro, a family-owned restaurant for 18 years. The Sheldon family has been serving great food in the cities of Tucson, Sierra Vista, Casa Grande, and Vail. They offer quality service and a fun family atmosphere. They look forward to seeing you soon. So they put a lot of work into that float.
Oh, my goodness. There
Wow.
they go. Yeah, they really did. They built a whole little Taco Hero in there.
Yeah, I love it. Taco Hero. Go stop by and say hi.
Yeah. Oh, they've got a rooster at the end.
That's lunch.
Oh, no. Stop. Oh, that was really cool. Okay, and now we have the Rodeo Royalty coming up our way. Sorry about that. Keep jumping ahead because I'm just so excited to see all of the lovely ladies coming in their crowns.
Look at the dresses that they're so colorful. And, you know, the parade is just getting started. These folks here, these parade goers that you see, they've only been walking for maybe a fifth of a mile or so. So, yeah, they're just getting started. They're going to be heading all the way down Drexel to Irvington up to the rodeo grounds. But I love these outfits.
The folklorico.
Yeah, the folklorico outfits are just gorgeous.
And the talent.
Yes.
Boy, that was beautiful to see. You should have seen him. You should have seen him before the rodeo started.
Yes.
Dancing, amazing.
We had some entertainment.
And now sometimes you have horses involved. Things get a little out of order, and that's okay. But now we're headed on to the Rex Allen Days Rodeo Royalty, and we introduced you to these young ladies. They go to rodeos, parades, special events. They promote that Western lifestyle, and Rex Allen Days in Wilcox, Arizona, always the first full weekend every October. And they promote a tradition that's more than 70 years old in Wilcox by paying tribute to one of the last of the Silver Screen Cowboys, Mr. Rex Allen.
Yeah, he's a past Grand Marshal of the Tucson Rodeo Parade as well.
Oh, I didn't know
that. A lot
that.
of history there, and yeah, neat man. Would have been cool if he could still be around with us today. Up next, we've got entry number 206, O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Wow.
Very catchy tune. In 1924, Frank O'Reilly formed O'Reilly Chevrolet. Frank and O'Reilly Chevrolet, instrumental from the very start in helping form the rodeo parade over the years, along with many other valued institutions in our community. He then turned the dealership over to his son, Buck O'Reilly. Buck is a wonderful man. I've met him several times over the years, who's still an integral part of our community, and now Buck has turned the reins over to Rob Draper, the current manager. O'Reilly Chevrolet will continue to carry on the heritage and traditions that make Tucson great.
And how did it go again?
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
I think you have a second career.
As catchy as that tune is, both my boys know it as well.
Oh, that's great. Up next, we have Arizona Lotus, La Caliente. We have 92.1, 95.7, La Caliente. La que te prende. Say hello to the morning show, Los Ios. Jose Campillo from Tierra Antigua. Gustavo Molino from Lensmart Mortgage. And La Picosa de la Tusa making everyone dance.
They're having fun on that float.
Yeah, La Caliente serving Tucson for more than 21 years, dialed at 92.1 and 95.7. And Caliente's sister station, Exico, 93.3, and La Estación del Amor, and 94.3, La Buena.
Now we have the Southern Arizona Attractions Alliance. It's a nonprofit organization celebrating its 25th anniversary. More than 120 attractions tourism organizations are members of this organization, many of them charter members back in 1999 when they started in partnership with Visit Tucson, Feats AZ, and the University of Arizona. Innovative marketing programs are developed to generate positive awareness throughout Arizona. The Tucson Attractions Passport, a savings book. When you see it, buy it. A lot of good-for-one deals. And hey, HSL Properties.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cute kiddos up there. Hey, let's see who Aaron is talking to. Hi there, Aaron. How's it going, cowgirl?
I am with Giovanna and Miss Melody. Girls, I think best part of the parade so far for Giovanna is my microphone. We've got ourselves a meteorologist here. What's your favorite part so far?
Horse.
It's name again?
Linda.
Linda, and you said
well, since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
A long time.
So about maybe 5 years or
Saddle up
so?
with the
5, 10 years? Okay, okay.
Loans. One AZ Credit Union offers
Oh,
financial
well,
services, including checking, high-yield savings, as well as an array of lending options for both individuals and businesses. Since 2016, the One AZ Community Foundation has given back to our community more than $1.6 million to nonprofits.
Thank you. And we also saw HSL Properties there. Now we have Titan Restoration, Southern Arizona's leader in fire, water, and mold damage. They're Arizona's #1 choice for professional restoration services. And on the float, Titan's COO, Sammy Earnhardt, GM Jose Coyantes, and account managers Carrie Mack and Daryl Humbles, and some very happy clients we understand are on board.
Your local CheckSmart welcomes you, and they are ready to meet all your financial needs, including check cashing, title loans, Western Union, and more. You can check them out along the parade route or at one of their 5 locations right here in Tucson. Their team of loan experts understands your community because it's their community too. CheckSmart is a proud sponsor of the Tucson Rodeo Parade.
And now here comes some folks who worked really hard on their entry. The Pima Community College and Police Department, an open access and diverse institution committed to providing affordable, high-quality education and workforce development for the community. PCC empowers every learner every day for every goal, they say. And boy, they really put that float together with a lot of intricate
I love that
detail.
float.
Isn't that great?
It reminds me of an old tack saddle, you know, just the rustic-looking wood.
They probably worked together in some of their different departments to get that going.
Yes. Well, we want to welcome you to the 99th.
The 1904.
Yeah. We're back in time, at least in our own head. But thank you so much for joining us for our live coverage of the Tucson Rodeo Parade. The 99th annual goes back to 1925.
Speaking of the 1900s, it has been 99 years.
A long time.
Gosh, look at these cuties. Here's Sierra Vista Riding Club royalty.
Yeah, we got the Queen, Mariah Moreno, who rides Boots, Little Miss Elena Pierce, who rides Eponana, and Sweetheart, Danica Moreno, who rides Canelo.
Oh, they are so darling. And we have a packed grandstand right now as we welcome Hughes Federal Credit Union. They got a 2-horse wagon coming our way. Saddle up for excitement. Hughes Federal Credit Union is proud to be a sponsor of the Tucson Rodeo Parade. Cherished tradition, certainly so, in our Southern Arizona community. They say they're celebrating the spirit of the Old West. Hughes continuing its commitment to guiding and supporting members on their financial journeys with 72 years of service. That's Hughes Federal Credit Union. Hi, guys.
Yes.
Oh, and look at how they made the rustic look
Yep.
banners
with their
there and
flag
everything.
banners.
That's just great.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's
guys.
a nice one. You know, these are all employees and volunteers. They go the week leading up to today. They go on to the rodeo grounds and they do all the decorating. Hey, we got a quick break to take, and we'll be right back in 1 minute.
Community means a sharing of common interests, attitudes, and goals with others. At HSL Properties, it's about community. We're looking for highly motivated professionals to join our team. With exciting sign-on bonuses, benefits, and more, a career at HSL is the beginning of a brand new day. Learn more at hslcareers.com. HSL, it's about community.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
All right, and we're back with Tucson Indian Center. We're sorry you missed Old Pueblo Cellars, a vineyard and tasting room in the northwest part of Tucson. Very neat place.
Yeah.
Hope you can visit.
So look them up, Old Pueblo Cellars.
Absolutely. This is Tucson Indian Centers. It's their mission to enhance leadership, provide advocacy, deliver education, and strengthen the well-being of the people in the greater Tucson area. An emphasis on the urban Native American community. They're located downtown at 160 North Stone, today representing the Tucson Indian Centers, the Native American Youth Coalition, along with Tucson Indian Center Board Chair Alexander Lewis.
All right, look at the decorations on this one. Tierra Antigua Realty thrilled to return to the tradition of La Fiesta de los Boqueros and honor Tucson's culture. They continue to bring the dream of home ownership to so many Tucsonans for more than 22 years. Hey, there's Kim Clifton right there in the front. Good friend of mine. She's a wonderful woman. They do so much work. They give back to the community in so many ways. They want to say thank you to everyone across beautiful Sonora Desert for helping to lift Tierra Antigua Realty to become one of the largest companies in southern Arizona.
Guess who's coming by? The Benson Bobcat Band from Benson, Arizona, under the direction of Farrell Green. The band performs throughout the year all over the community and state events, 8th through 12th grade students, and they're consistently recognized for superior performance. So let's hear that performance now.
Now we have Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids as a local nonprofit that has been impacting Tucson community for over 16 years, known as TRAC. They also do incredible work. We have so many wonderful organizations in Tucson.
And they all come together here.
Yes, they do. They all come together. We can all see them and appreciate them and say thanks. The one thing that they want you to know is that their kids are on track. That's TRAC, Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids.
We've done stories on that.
Yes,
we also saw go by Laura Montenegro in that beautiful dress competing for Best Mounted Western Female. She's a retired Marana District Spanish teacher. She owns a ranch now. Very neat lady.
Absolutely.
Just passed by.
And welcome to the UPS. They represent all UPS stores in Tucson, so good to see them here. And hey, Nova Home Loans.
Yes, they're Tucson's biggest local lending company, locally founded and operated for more than 40 years. And they've been focused on helping homeowners and finding the perfect loan fit. Working with Nova is a personalized experience. They hope you'll give them a call so they can be with you every step of the way towards successful homeownership.
All of my home loans have come from Nova, so thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Here's Cricket Wireless. It's dedicated to connecting communities and bringing people together. I think they're excited to be here.
I think they don't need a phone. They can just call across the street.
They
with
don't
their
need
voice.
a phone at all. Okay, so far Cricket they're winning for being the loudest float.
Is there a category for loudest?
Loudest float. They offer an easy and high quality wireless experience on their reliable nationwide network. They say whether you're searching for the perfect cell phone or family plan, they've got you covered. So
all right.
It's great having Cricket here. They're so excited.
Yes,
I love it.
But again, no soup can and string for them. No. They do not need that. But now we have the Door Church. They are serving South Tucson and the world for more than 50 years. They'd like to ask everyone to remember that, as they say, Jesus Christ loves you and has a wonderful plan for your life.
Here are the comrades and auxiliary of Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 10254 from 3 Points, Arizona. Veterans of Foreign Wars, they are a family-friendly organization which supports veterans, families of veterans, and the community of 3 Points and Robles Junction area. All gave some gave all. And the VFW does wonderful work for our veterans. We have a lot of veterans in Tucson, so we want to thank you for your service and thank you for making Tucson your home.
That is such a poignant statement. Every time I hear that, it gives me chills. But seeing these folks and the traditional gear they have, the yellow gloves coming our way as well. So thank you to all of our veterans. Following them up, as I mentioned, those yellow gloves, the Greater Southern Arizona Area Chapter of the 9th and 10th Horse Cavalry Association is protectors of the southern border and the New Mexico territory, including Arizona. The Buffalo Soldiers created the atmosphere to establish Arizona and New Mexico as states. These soldiers served as postmen, constructed roads and telegraph lines, maintained law and order along the U.S.-Mexican border. The Buffalo Soldiers of 9th and 10th Horse Cavalry Regiments and the 24th and 25th Infantry Regiment served in Arizona from the 1890s through the early 1900s. Fort Huachuca has the high distinction of being the only military installation to garrison all 4 black regimental units, a Greater Southern Arizona Area Chapter of the 9th and 10th Horse Cavalry.
His regalia is just absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't it incredible?
Yes, I've met him many times over the years. Wonderful man, and
the dedication to history,
absolutely,
to passing that down in our community. That's what this parade is about.
The Buffalo Soldiers. Thank you for participating. Here's a long-time Tucson Rodeo Parade sponsor, Desert Diamond Casinos and Entertainment. Riding in this year's entry is CEO Daniel Chilton, joined by Desert Diamond team members representing more than 2,800 casino team members. They employ a lot of people across 4 Desert Diamond properties in Arizona. They include Tucson, Sahuarita, Y, and Glendale. New members rewards and special tribute card for active duty, retired, and veteran members of the U.S. military. It pays to play Desert Diamond. Don't miss country star Aaron Watson at the Sahuarita Diamond Center. That's going to be on Saturday, February 24th. That's going to be a fun concert.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Dan knows some of these folks with the Tucson Association of Realtors, serving the Tucson and Southern Arizona community for more than 100 years. They champion real estate and strengthen the success of those who serve by advocating, connecting, and educating the community. And Dan.
Being a realtor myself, they help out the realtors in Tucson, so we appreciate Tucson Association of Realtors. We also had the Sonoita Rodeo Royalty, easy for me to say. The Queen Rena was there. We want to mark your calendars for this year's 109th Labor Day Rodeo in beautiful Sonoita.
Wow, they look beautiful today. And now we have United Healthcare, proud to participate in the 2023 Tucson Rodeo Parade. Their mission is to help people live healthier lives. Their Medicare store is in the Crossroads Festival Shopping Center, the intersection of Grant and Swan. It's open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you have questions about Medicare coverage, you can always stop by or participate in one of their many events.
And up next, we have entry number 232, Casino del Sol, Southern Arizona's premier casino resort where award-winning cuisine, world-class entertainment, and next-level gaming action awaits you. Discover a place where every moment sparks excitement. Discover Casino del Sol, the soul of Tucson.
Boy, and we got a really nice Winnie there.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah,
Just in time.
Hi, guys. And, you can also see the marshal there right next to him. They have to go through training to help keep things in line for this parade. Boy, have they been doing a bang-up job.
Yeah, and some of these horses, they're coming from the Hillvan Ranch, and they train these horses from a very young age. When they're only a few months old, they put them with older horses when they're young. They want to get them used to pulling wagons, to be in front of crowds. Even before the Tucson Rodeo Parade begins, they walk them around. They want to get them calmed down. Yeah. And so because safety is number one priority.
Yeah, certainly so. I think you hear that.
You hear something?
I think I hear someone coming. It's the Pride of Sunnyside, by the way. Their marching band, the Pride of Sunnyside, and cheer team. They are under the direction of Christian Del Rosario and the cheer team, too, coached by Fernanda Zadaran. Let's listen in. Boy, they are so great.
They sound fantastic.
They have a ton of spirit, and I love that.
Yeah, they're sponsored by Desert Husky HVAC Services, whose owners are proud graduates of Sunnyside High School.
And as they go by, let's check in with Erin Christensen. She is in the grandstands with fans.
Dan and Brooke, I found John and Susie. So is this your first time at the parade?
Yes, it is.
And you were telling me earlier that you've been in Tucson how long now?
We moved in 2021 from the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area.
Okay. How are you liking the weather?
Love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you for a great forecast.
A little different than Milwaukee,
Yeah,
for sure. So what's your favorite part of the parade so far?
Amazing animal.
Can you believe this has been going on for 99 years? It's beautiful. Susie, what's
The horses, all of them. The hitches are so interesting. The 4 across, and it's pretty neat.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you taking the time to be here this morning for chatting with me.
Thanks for your weather.
Dan Brooke.
All right, thanks, Erin. And while Erin was talking, we had the 2024 Miss Indian Rodeo, Rihanna Lopez. Great having her here.
I loved how everything was glitter dipped on her and her horse. It was beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. We also had Catalina Riding Club, the new riding stable, Westward Look Resort, offering trail rides, horse camps, riding lessons. So if you want to live like a cowboy or cowgirl for a day, give the Catalina Riding Club a call. Located on the north side of Tucson, near Oracle and Ina Road intersection, the Westward Look is Tucson's oldest resort to offer horseback riding on property, growing up from a small ranch that began way back in 1912. I love going to Westward Look. They got some of the old pictures from back in the old days. And the Catalina Riding Club is owned and operated by Rose and Bob English. Rose grew up in Tucson, runs the Rocking Bee Riding Club in Anchorage, Alaska as well.
Boy, that drill team was awesome.
Yeah, they were. And we've got Lloyd Construction Company. Vaqueros, Cowboys, and Outlaws may have played a part in how the West was won.
We're going to move on right now to Pathways School right now. They are sponsoring this wagon from the historic Rockin' K Ranch right here in Tucson. Lilo and Stitch are pulling them along today. Great names. Pathways is state-approved private school serving students with special education needs, specific learning differences, attention deficit, executive functioning deficits, autism, other exceptionalities, and they're a place where students learn and grow as they build confidence too.
Up next, well, I'm a little partial because I used to work for Kroger back in college. I was a courtesy clerk, a bag boy.
That's where you learned it.
Yes, that's where I learned it. Fry's has been around since 1954, and I love their wagon. The beautiful wagon. That's 70 years serving their customers. They have 126 grocery stores across 34 cities in Arizona, feeding the human spirit.
I love that they have a bag of groceries on there. That's so great.
We also have a Telemundo. They're passes by, Channel 40. Now we have Push Ridge Christian Academy. Push Ridge Christian Academy is the first classical Christian and covenantal school in the nation, dedicated to offering this education to both English and Spanish. But right now we're still on Telemundo. They want to thank you for choosing Telemundo Tucson 40. They got their news team thrilled to be part of the tradition that celebrates the history.
And now you're seeing Horse Haven Equestrian and Boarding, a community-driven facility with a heavy focus on trail riding with training available for Western pleasure and jumping. So maybe you want to see how you would do in such a parade. This would be the place to go to get some training for that. And boy, these horses are doing such a great job because we have, oh, look at that mini horse, so cute. So we have flyovers here over. Yeah. We're down by Davis Monthan. We have packed crowds. We have music. We have announcers, and these horses are doing a fabulous job. Even
they
you,
are.
What a sweetie over there.
You know, they're more focused than I am. My head's on a swivel. We got F-16s flying over. We just had a helicopter fly by.
What an exciting day, right?
It is. I love it. Absolutely fun. Here's General Dentistry for Kids. At General Dentistry for Kids, they promise to provide high-quality dental care for children in a fun and family environment, regardless of family income.
Look at that tooth. So shiny and bright.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Thanks for keeping our teeth clean.
It is so fun to see how different each wagon and carriage is decorated.
I know.
So much variety
They
here.
take a lot of pride in it. Up next, we have Stark Electric, serving Tucson for 40 years. Boy, so many long-time members of our community. They're a full-service commercial and industrial electrical contractor capable of handling all your electrical needs. Stark Electric, a family-owned business and a proud sponsor of the Tucson Rodeo Parade.
Up next, after Stark Electric, we've got Laura Balderson. Here's rider Laura Balderson riding Dolly Doolittle. Laura and Dolly love to participate in the Tucson Rodeo Parade. Laura rides in memory of her mother, Janet Miller. So we want to give a big shout out to Janet and her memory.
And we also saw Flint Freeman riding Clarabelle, 33 years old and still going strong. Flint says he's a little older than 33 and still going strong as well, so that's good to know.
And here we have the Tucson, Arizona Boys Chorus. They are internationally known. And if you ever get a chance to go see them in concert, please do so. They're a wonderful group.
Up next here, we have the Girl Scouts of Southern Arizona. Give them a warm welcome and a crispy cookie because they keep our bellies happy with those cookies.
Boy.
The young trailblazers do a lot more than sell cookies, though.
I love their peanut butter cookies.
The peanut butter ones?
Yes,
the tag-alongs?
Tag-alongs,
or
absolutely.
the do-si-dos. I'll take either one.
Which is the one that's more like the cookie with the peanut butter in the middle? Like a cracker cookie.
That's do-si-do.
Okay, I like the
There you
do-si-dos.
go.
Those are my favorite cookies.
Thank you, Girl Scouts. I was a brownie. I did not make it to Girl
Right
Scouts.
on.
I'm sorry to say.
Hey, now we have the pride of Tucson High Marching Band, the Tucson Marching 100, the passion and meet the pulse of Tucson High Magnet School. The members and families of the Marching 100 are excited to celebrate 99 years of the Tucson Rodeo Parade. The band sponsor is the Chicago Music Store, located at 45 South 6th Avenue.
Tucson High Marching 100. We'll be right back.
Blue Mountain Roofing's got a deal hotter than a branding iron, and it's brought to you by the best sniffer in the West, Sue. Sue's on the hunt, sniffing out specials like a true four-legged cowboy. Sue's Rodeo Special, $500 off a brand spanking new roof replacement. Sue's sniffing out a deal just for you. Our team's as dependable and hardworking as a rancher at sunrise. When Sue says it's a deal, you can bet your boots it's the real deal.
Keep it local, keep it trusted. Call Blue Mountain Roofing today.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
Hey, and while we were in that commercial break, we had Miss Grand Canyon Pro Rodeo Association go by, Madison Legler. Thanks for coming down to Tucson, Madison.
And we are glad that you're back at the Tucson Rodeo Parade. Right now, we have another great group coming up behind us. This is the Tucson Saddle Club, now in its 37th year, and they are dedicated to trail preservation, to stewardship, preserving the equestrian lifestyle, and their members love to camp.
Okay.
And then after them, we have Finley Distributing.
Yeah, and look at their wagon. They got a bunch of barrels on there. I love it.
Oh, and look at the cows up
Wow.
top. Finley Distributing recently celebrated their 75th year of providing Tucson with quality adult beverages, including the official beer of the Tucson Rodeo, Coors Banquet. Oh my goodness. They may have started a little early today.
Well, you know, they do distribute it. So.
I mean, look at this. Look at the cow. That's a real cowboy.
And they're even lassoing the cow. Yeah, they're having a good time, too. So Finley Distributing, Coors Banquet, we appreciate you being here. And we appreciate you tuning in for our coverage of the 99th Annual Tucson Rodeo Parade. We're on the south side. We're on Drexler, and we're just having a great morning. It is the perfect day for
It's
a parade.
actually getting pretty
It
warm.
is.
I think this is the warmest we've been. We've got a packed grandstand here, and so far things on the new route, have been going so
They have.
well.
Loving it. Here we have Desert Bloom Relief Center. It's open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the week. They're a family-run company celebrating the 11th year in business and pleased to announce their newest store, Relief, located in Patagonia.
And a really fun group, Rancho de la Alegría. They have been participating in the Tucson parade rodeo parade since it was in downtown Tucson. They live below Sentinel Peak or A Mountain, and they look terrific today.
Entry number 321, the Sonoran Foot and Ankle Institute, Tucson's preferred foot and ankle treatment center, offering the latest and proven state-of-the-art and patient-centered treatments. The Institute was founded with a mission of providing superior patient care, advancing podiatry, and serving the community.
And
Mormon Battalion up next, Brooke.
Right now we have
the USS Tucson as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I love the USS
hello
Tucson.
there. The USS Tucson. Look at those guys.
Yeah, that was the Submarine Veterans of Tucson. Great organization as well.
And the submarine veterans, they are riding with the model of the USS Tucson, an active-duty nuclear-powered first attack hunter-killer submarine. That's what they had there.
And the Mormon Battalion marched 2,000 miles across the continent from Iowa to California during the Mexican-American War in 1846. They peacefully entered the Tucson Presidio, exchanged goods for food, and raised the first American flag in Tucson. The Mormon Battalion, rich history in the Old Pueblo. Now we have Rockin' W Ranch. Past Grand Marshal and parade sponsor Chandler Ward is riding the newest edition. And Brooke, you did a story on
Oh my
on this
goodness.
one.
So this is a carriage that they used to use. Only the wealthiest of the wealthy in England could afford this carriage to go like watch events. Like they would take this to the rodeo parade, for instance, and sit up top and watch the event.
I liked how you made a comparison to modern day Bentley, modern day Benz.
Right.
Mean, this was the carriage of the carriages back in the day, and just beautifully restored. And there's Chandler. Chandler Warden. Chandler's a past Grand Marshal. Chandler's the one standing up, acting like a robot. Chandler!
Oh my gosh, what is he doing?
Chandler's a great guy.
They have it all decorated. It looks amazing. And Chandler, he's doing the robot at 10 a.m.
And
That's
he's the
terrific.
2016 Rodeo Parade Marshal.
Yes, you guys have that in common. Now, since 1963, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southern Arizona has operated under the belief that inherently every child has incredible potential, and they work so hard on that. Southern Arizona's largest donor and volunteer-supported mentoring network. For more information on enrolling your child or volunteering your time, visit soazbigs.org.
Hey, let's check back in now with First Alert meteorologist Erin Christensen. She's over in the grandstands, chit-chatting with all the folks over there. Erin.
Can I pick her up?
Yeah. I think so.
We have Lucy and Lainey, the twins, over here. They just stand out absolutely gorgeous in your pink hats and the yellow boots. Are you guys from Tucson originally?
Basically, yeah.
I am.
Do you come to the parade every year?
This is my first time.
Same.
Yeah. And it's their first time ever.
First time ever. Are you Lucy or Lainey? What's your name? You. What's your favorite part of the parade so far? Oh, now you're going to clam up at me, aren't you? Now she's going to get camera shy. So you were talking to me earlier. I like your boots.
Say hi.
You like the horses?
Say rodeo.
Rodeo! And I've been getting the beautiful rocks over here. Thank you so very much. Are you here with the rest of your family today?
Yeah, my
Okay, you've got it.
Yeah, with my side of the family, my dad.
Now,
my,
in English, we say horse dancing. This is cuadra, briseños, caballos, valladores. Dancing horses, representing restaurant La Herradura, Mexican grill, and seafood. And boy, can these horses dance.
I know. I mean, look at them. They are literally dancing right behind the live music. They look so good. Boy, they've really just decked out their horses this year. They're so shiny and just beautifully brushed. And look at that. I love it. They're dancing their hooves away.
Talk about training.
Wow.
I can't imagine the work. And every year, I love saying these folks come out because I know they have been working up to this for months and months on end. We thank them for that, And here we've got even more. Look at that footwork.
They're better dancers
Oh
than
my
I am, Brooke.
goodness.
Even taking a bow
Just
to
took
the
a
audience
bow.
like that.
Are you kidding me? This is talent. This
You know
is
what?
talent.
Imagine how
Tucson
much
has
time-
talent.
They do. Imagine how much time they spend on these horses, training them, practicing, and just getting them ready for the Tucson Rodeo Parade.
And probably being pretty good buddies, too.
Absolutely.
This is the Pasquayaqui tribe of Arizona, federally recognized tribe of Arizona. Catch a glimpse of their amazing community on the float, featuring tribal council members, senior royalty, and the dazzling Miss Pasquayaqui royalty.
You know, when you think about all the local tribes we have, the Tohono O'odham, the Pasquayaqui, so much history. For thousands of years, people have lived in the Tucson area, southern Arizona, such strong cultural traditions, history, and ties. And we're just so excited when we can all come together on this day at the Tucson Rodeo Parade and share our history, share our rich culture, and it's just wonderful to see everybody participating. Thank you so much. To the
It
Pasquayaqui
helps keep
tribe.
it alive.
It
Very
does.
important to us here in Tucson. Coming up after them, we have the U.S. Forest Service.
I'm partial to the U.S. Forest Service. My dad used to be a helicopter pilot, fought fires for the Forest Service. He's a contract pilot. Just a wonderful organization. Forest Service Coronado National Forest has brought along who other than else? Smokey the Bear, famous for his message, only you can prevent wildfires.
Only you.
Only you. Remember that when you're out enjoying the great outdoors. Remember to keep those chains pulled up off the road if you're pulling a trailer, and that your fire is cold to the touch. Don't burn yourself checking, but if you've got a campfire, make sure it's cold to the touch before you leave your campsite. They help Forest Service staff haul supplies, provide transportation. They can work some of the most inhospitable terrains. So thank you to the Forest Service for managing our lands. You can see the guys wearing the Nomex. We got some wildland fire crews in there. They do a lot of work for our Forest Service.
Is that
so
what
thank
you call the yellow shirt, the mustard color
that's the
shirt?
Nomex. Yep, the
Nice.
pants and the shirt.
I just learned something new, guys. And can you hear them? The South Point Catholic High School Marching Band. We welcome them to the parade. They were established in 1950. It's the first college preparatory high school in southern Arizona. The Lancer Marching Band is under the direction of Jim Howell, and they're guided by senior drum majors Britton Johnston and Bryce Rosen and senior drum captain Nick Howell. Let's give them a listen here. It's a good chance to take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey, Scott Lehman here. If you've fallen out of love with your old ride, there must be 50 ways to dump your clunker. Don't give it back, Jeff. Here's a new plan, Stan. New car to enjoy, Roy. Just listen to me. Right now, at Premier Auto Center, get up to $2,000 to help pay off your old ride and dump your clunker. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the keys, Lee, and set yourself free. With me, Scott Lehman, dealer for the people.
Saddle up, cowboys and cowgirls. It's time to kick your style into high gear at Cowtown Boots. Come in now for specials like 15% off Cowtown brand boots. Special buys for the entire family with kids starting at $29.95 and adults $69.95. And 25% off any belt with the purchase of boots. Cowtown Boots has you covered from head to toe. Just off the I-10 between Ruthroff and Sunset.
Get 'em on, Cowtown Boots, get 'em on.
And while we were in that commercial break, we saw Cora Martin and Madeline Murray go by. We also had Monzo and Ramirez family, so we want to say hello and a shout out to them. And now we have Banner University Medical Center. Its main campus is Tucson's only American College of Surgeons verified Level 1 Trauma Center, Level 2 Pediatric Trauma, and Burn Center in southern Arizona. They provide care for Tucson and surrounding communities 24/7, 375 days a week.
They are followed by Estrellas in Arizona, continues to be Southern Arizona's #1 local Spanish television show. Ramon Torres, along with his talented team, showcasing local, regional, and international artists, events featuring talent from Tucson to Sonora and Mexico City. Thank you, Estrellas in Arizona. Oh, look who's coming. It's Tombstone.
Tombstone, the town too tough to die. Hola!
Hello!
Estrellas in Arizona. Wonderful group. Here comes the Discover Tombstone Paddy Wagon, folks.
Uh-oh.
They're inviting you to step back in time to Tombstone, where the Old West still comes alive. Experience thrilling silver mine tours, witness legendary gunfights, and enjoy a rip-roaring family good time. Come on down to Tombstone.
Someone's
Tours
in
of all
trouble.
ages. I know, somebody's busted. I love visiting Tombstone. Whenever I have family come to Tucson, we always make
Yes.
it's only an hour-and-a-half drive.
Yeah, you want to get the experience.
You got to get the experience. The OK Corral gunfight, I mean, they have it all.
And here's one of my, we just missed Hermosa, which is one of my favorite names ever for a hair
Hermosa
salon. Love that.
proudly makes Tucson look and feel their best.
Hermosa. There they are right there. All the lovely stylists of Hermosa.
They just want to say howdy, and if you need a good hairdo, go on down and visit them.
And their hair looks fabulous.
Yes, they'll fix you right up.
All right, now we have Miss Indian Arizona.
And here she is, Lainey Marie Lupe. She's a member of the White Mountain Apache tribe. Lainey's the 10th member from her community to hold the title of Miss Indian Arizona.
And we've got a beautiful cultural celebration here with Pima Partnership, a high school and middle school that promotes the culture and participation of our students in the community. This time our students are representing different regions of Mexico, Michoacan, Jalisco, Veracruz, Sinaloa, and Puebla. The dance of this region uses the arch decorated with flowers, as you saw there, and ribbon where the dancers braided the ribbons.
And we have St. Paul's Episcopal Church. It's out of Tombstone as well. Founded way back in 1882, was the first Protestant church in the Arizona territory. They still meet for worship every Sunday, and everybody's welcome. Joining the members of St. Paul's Tombstone are the Episcopal Bishop of Arizona, Jennifer Riddall, and the canon to the ordinary, the Reverend Canon Onita Braden. This year, Cope Community Services is celebrating 50 years of providing innovative solutions and comprehensive treatment to address mental and physical health conditions, addiction, homelessness, and job insecurity in Pima County. Cope continues to adapt to the needs of the community to deliver its mission to transform lives. And you know, unfortunately, with fentanyl, opioid addiction so high and affecting so many lives, Cope is there. So if you know somebody, if you have a family member or friend who needs help, please reach out to Cope. Hey!
And we thank them for that. And you've got to see the decorations on Dedicated Dental. Dr. Manuel C. Bedoya founded Dedicated Dental 32 years ago and has been serving the Tucson community for 47 years overall. Currently serving at 4001 South Mission Road. And they say a big thank you to Red and Julie Wyckoff of Red Saddle Mules for another great year. That is a great looking wagon.
You know, Brooke, if I ever worked for the government, I've always thought it'd be kind of the best to work for the Tucson Parks and Rec. The Parks and Rec Department, they keep track of our parks and all that. So we just had the Tucson Parks and Rec Department bring you their best and most creative outlaws today. The Department of Fun has a wide range of activities offered, ranging from KidCo to senior programs, leisure classes of all ages.
And
so Tucson Parks and Rec.
Just coming up behind us here, Cal Portland is right here, the oldest continually producing Portland cement company west of the Rocky Mountains. That's Cal Portland right there. And after then, the Arizona Jackpot.
Yeah, it's a monthly publication and Arizona's premier source for advertising, roping, barrel racing, and rodeo events. The Arizona Jackpot was founded by Robert Bob Tooley back in 2005. It is available by subscription at many fine retailers. The wagon is pulled by Arizona Jackpot's team Dixie and Trixie.
Aw, they're doing great. And after them, we have the historic Florence Foundation representing the 2024 92nd Annual Florence Junior Parada. Is Junior Parada Princess Malaya de la Cruz. The Florence Junior Parada is the oldest youth rodeo in the world, the original kids rodeo since 1932. Every Thanksgiving weekend at the Charles Whitlow Arena in Florence, Arizona.
All right, you can probably hear in the background.
Yep.
We've got the Desert View High School Pride of the Jaguars marching band under the direction of Mr. Andrew Davidson. Professional staff include Jason Allen, Anthony Esperqueriera, Gabby Lisk, Alexia Monteverde, Brooke Taylor, and Matthew Wagner. Drum majors are Casey Colbert and Kaylee Macias. The Desert View Band is sponsored by McElroy's Auto Repair Shop, that's on South 6th Avenue, and R&R Pizza Express, Marana, located on Sandari Road. Let's take a listen to the Desert View High School Pride of the Jaguars. Man, I can listen to that all day, bro.
I know. A little rawhide, just very appropriate for this day. We'll be right back.
It's the final days of the President's Day sale at Sam Levitt's Furniture. Save the tax or get up to 60 months financing. Get presidential savings on sectionals and sofas. Hot buys on in-stock bedrooms. Doorbusters on dining rooms and more. Shop Sam Sleep Shop for extra savings on mattresses. Plus, get free delivery. Save the tax or get up to 60 months financing. Everyone votes yes to the President's Day sale at Sam Levitt's Furniture. Ends Monday.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
And during that break, we had Rancho Bravo Friends, Jorge Alvarez, DDS, Pyramid Federal Credit Union, and Perfil Social. We want to just give them a quick shout out.
And now a wonderful group, the United States Army Group, has been in service since 1775. They have 10 riders as well as a bunch of marchers. The soldiers you see here consist of recruiters of the Tucson Army Recruiting Company and troopers for the B Troop Horse Cavalry Detachment, stationed at Fort Huachuca.
And we also have the School of Rock Tucson. Even though they are new to Tucson as a business, their most important value and focus is family. They are growing up passionate community dedicated to enriching lives through performance-based music education. I love this. They introduce their students to music education as early as 3 years old, and their oldest student in his 70s, from young to old.
Sure.
They're constantly seek to help people of all ages, colors, and creeds to explore their musical journey and find their song in life.
You gotta love School of Rock.
Yeah.
And up next, we have Children's Advocacy Center of Southern Arizona. The wagons from the Children's Advocacy Center providing a safe, healing environment.
Yep, a healing environment for children who've been a victim of abuse or witness to a crime. On the wagon are members of the organization, including a former well-known radio personality, Alan Michaels. Where's Alan? He's a great guy. I love Alan. Also, he's now working with the Children's Advocacy Center. So, great work, Alan Michaels.
And up next after them, Truly Nolan. They've got a buggy today. Pest Control's been in business since 1938. We promise they'll send protection from rodents and pests. Go Truly Go is their slogan. All right, now we have Charros y Modelos de Arizona on their wagon. Vicente Moñares has been participating in the rodeo parade for more than 30 years with dancing horses. La Escaramuzas, Charros, the lady riders as well. And boy, they are fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, once again, going back to those folklorical type costumes, so much work, not only just in the wagons, but in the costumes, the pomp and circumstance. You know, people take a lot of pride marching in the Tucson Rodeo Parade.
And you can see the time that these young people have put into this so that we can enjoy them today. And we so appreciate them and you as well for watching today. The parade may be coming to an end. Actually, let's go to Ballet Folklorico now, because these are some of the young folks we were talking to. Actually, we do have a couple more coming down. I don't think the parade is over just yet.
I think we got just a little bit out of whack here, a little bit out of...
So, Ballet Folklorico is that traditional dancing, and oh, look at these guys. The braided hair, the costuming. They even had glitter on some of the horse hooves. Look at them. Oh, hi, kids.
Hey, guys.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for them, and they are darling. Modelos y Charros.
Here they are. Charros y Modelos de Arizona. Vicente Moñares has been participating in the rodeo parade for over 30 years with dancing horses Escamuras, Charas, and the Lady Riders, of course. And here we go back to these highly talented horses who are dancing along with the music.
The
almost
horse dancers.
prancing, putting on a great show
They
for the
do,
parade goers.
and you know, you saw all of the paper flowers, all the tissue flowers on the float as well. We were very worried last year that those would get washed out, but no worry like that this year. Dancing horses, there you go. Could watch them all day.
Now, you know, just so you know, we are at the very beginning of the parade route. So the parade is still going on for those who are down the route, but this has just been an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous day for the 99th annual Tucson Rodeo Parade as we end it here at the beginning of the parade route. There it is, the very last of it.
We're going to end with the dancing horses. Hi, guys.
Perfect.
And after them, we have the last group of marshals, and then you know what?
The street cleaners.
Yes, they are going to do the hardest job of all today. Thank you so much for watching. Our coverage is not over yet, though.
Yep,
right now we have something.
It over to our morning crew. They're going to continue our coverage. We've got Anna Orsini, Carson Courier, and Tyler Butler. We're at Drexel and Liberty on the south side. They're over there at the Tucson Rodeo ground.
Yes.
Because now we make the transition from the parade to the rodeo.
They are in the arena, and we understand you have some special guests. Street sweepers.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tossing over to us. Yeah, we're here at the rodeo grounds itself, and the atmosphere here, I mean, it's like the parade's still kind of going on past us, but the energy's already building.
Fun is not over. Fun is not over.
And the weather, as Brooke and Dan, of course, Aaron Christensen was talking about, could it be a better day?
No, it's warm. I mean, my jacket, it's warm out here. It's very warm.
nice.
I mean, what else would you want to be doing today other than this?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
so-
Nothing
no.
in this world.
So we do, as they mentioned, have several people here to talk with about the parade itself, about the rodeo still going on. You know, the parade's over, but the rodeo is still going on.
Oh,
we still got
right.
lots of time. And there's a whole story here with this rodeo that, you know, a lot of us maybe don't necessarily know. We just know it's a fun time to hang out. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper into the story of the whole rodeo.
And all the people who help make this happen, because it doesn't happen overnight. There are a lot of people who help make sure that we can all come out and enjoy the rodeo.
Volunteers.
I
make
know.
it happen.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my
Honestly,
goodness.
the volunteers do so much, and even as Brooke and Dan were saying, just the floats and the people in the parade on those wagons, they have been planning for this for so long, and they put, we were just talking about over here, we were laughing, glitter on the horse hooves.
I mean,
I know.
It's like the horse was made for me, right? Like, why am I not on that horse? Very, very cute.
Yes.
All right, so we've got a few people here on the list. I think we've got a few people queued up here. So who have we got first on our list here to
First,
talk
we
to?
have Jose Calderon. He is the Tucson Rodeo Committee Chairman. We're trying to get him over here so we can talk a little bit more with him. But yeah, he's going to tell us a little bit about everything that goes into this rodeo, what people can expect. And of course, next year's the big 100.
Well, that's the thing. Is that, yeah, we're talking, this is 99 this year. It's big
So how
this
do you make
year.
100 even bigger than this? Because
Yeah.
this is impressive as is. So how do you make 100 even bigger?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
So-
just all the time that goes into putting on a production like this. I mean, I feel like I'm smack dab in the middle of Texas right now.
Well, while you guys were getting ready earlier, I was standing out here baking under the sun.
Right.
And, I mean, like, they're
Perfect
already
day to
out
wear
here.
all black.
It was a perfect day to wear all black, but they're out here. I mean, like, they have to come out and kind of wet down all this dirt. There's a whole bunch. There's work that goes into how much dirt goes in here and how you take care of it. Because everybody's got to have a good shot at, you know, staying on that horse for 8 seconds or the bull or whatever.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wanted to be out here mutton busting, but I can't be.
They wouldn't let you.
Yeah, I'm
Why
a
not?
little above the weight limit.
A little above the weight
It's
limit?
55 pounds and a little bit above that.
We do want to, really quick though, Jose, if you could come on over here, we'd love to talk to you
Yep.
a little bit. If you want to just step on into the
Yep.
Bring you in the
ring.
middle.
Absolutely.
Come on in. Just
being comfortable.
Yep, right on in there. There you go.
Absolutely. Well, welcome, Carson. Nice to meet you.
Tyler, nice to meet you.
I'm Anna. Good to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet
Thanks
you,
for
Anna.
being with us today.
Absolutely, love it.
Yeah, so rodeo chairman, what does your job entail? How much preparation goes into making today and all the days with the Tucson Rodeo possible?
Well, it takes a lot of work. This is not just one person, it's a whole team effort here. This is a year-round deal. Right when we get done with our rodeo this year, we start on the next one. So it's a lot of work. You're talking about 600 volunteers and committee members. So yeah, it takes a lot of work.
And Jose, the parade just got finished here. So how do you feel? How do you feel the parade went? Are you excited? Do you kind of feel like you have like a weight lifted off your shoulders? Or are you ready to get right to the rodeo?
Well, the parade was great, and
Yes.
we always wish for good weather because, you know, you get a lot of those people out there on the sides right there with their families and kids that sometimes maybe can't afford to come to the rodeo. But now they get a little preview of it right there. And I'll tell you one thing, there's nothing like the smiles on those kids' faces. It's amazing. But I'm happy for the parade committee that they had a wonderful day.
All right, and so, putting something together like this is not an easy task. You say it's all volunteers involved, so nobody's exactly banking a big paycheck off this whole deal. So why do you guys do, because this is hours and hours and hours and days and weeks and months of unpaid work, why do you guys keep doing this year after year?
It's part of our Tucson tradition here. And when you let tradition go out of from where you live, from your family values, you lost it. You don't get it back. So 99 years, we're super proud about this right now, and we got next year for 100. It's all in here. You got to have passion to do this right here. It is a lot of headaches, and sometimes, we get little squabbles every now and then. But, any organization has that. But the bottom line, we have a job to do and get it done because it's for the fans. The fans expect here in February that we're going to put on a great event, and they deserve it. And we are the largest outdoor winter rodeo, and we are a top 25 rodeo in the PRCA. So we got to stay on top of our game.
And you mentioned 99 years. So what this year has kind of elevated above the 98th year? And then there's the big question of, you got 100 next year. How do you top 99 and go for 100?
Man, we have to put our thinking caps together. And, we also are looking also for people that want to get involved with the Tucson Rodeo for ideas, even if they're not members. Call the office, contact the chairman. We love to have input from the community, see what they think also. So this is our first time doing 100 years. And probably the last one, of course. I ain't going to last another 100. But the thing is, you know what? If you got a great idea out there, let us know, and we'll see if we can incorporate it. But next year's rodeo is going to probably end up being about another 45 minutes longer because of the special events that we're going to be having. So.
And I was talking to somebody that we work with just about bringing her daughter out here every single year. She's like, Brooklyn's going to be out there today because it's just something that she grew up doing. And so it's memories that these kids make and they have year after year. I know that this is probably hard to do. Can you pick out one memory from a rodeo that just stands out to you, that just encompasses everything that the Tucson Rodeo is meant to be?
Wow, that no is hard to do. But I'll tell you the one thing that is my favorite part. Believe me, I love the sport. I love the tradition. I love starting to see the banners come in and all the stock and everything else. But what still gets to me, and it gets me very emotional, is when I see parents or the grandparents bringing their grandkids in. Because you're the generational thing. When they open those gates, because I always say every little boy and little girl wanted to be a cowboy one time or another. And even the parents get to play that role now. And they go out there and get a hat and everything else. But when I see grandparents coming in with their kids, to me, it's just magic. It's almost like our Disneyland, if you want to call it. So that's important that we keep that generation going. And like I said, 99 years is not many places can say they have that.
Absolutely. It makes all 365 days that you're working on the rodeo worth it.
You know what, it is. And like I said, I kid you not, we spend thousands and thousands of hours here getting this thing ready. But when it finally gets here, I won't relax till Monday morning, of course. There's a lot going on. But as long as we got the good skies out there.
Right, that's the first step.
It is. It really is, because we think that we do everything right to prepare ourselves and be ready. It's just up to Mother Nature, and this year she cooperated really well with us.
Yes, she did.
Your best behavior.
Exactly.
That's right.
Now, Jose, really quick, you were talking about how this is a traditional thing, right? It's grandparents with grandkids, and then hopefully someday their great-grandkids. And so was that kind of your situation growing up, too? Do you remember going to the Tucson Rodeo?
I remember going down to Tucson Rodeo. If you take a look at the program, there's a really great picture of my mom and dad, and I was about 2 years old on a little donkey, Nogales. And I got in the program right now, and it was important for me to put that in there. I lost my dad a year and a half ago, and so my mom is still doing pretty good. But it was a traditional thing. I remember coming to see the rodeo, and there was a couple of years that we couldn't come to the rodeo. We couldn't afford it back in the day. But I knew one day when I became a volunteer 16 years ago, after my first year, I said, one day I want to be chair of this place. And luckily I had the opportunity that I've done it twice already. So it's been an honor. It's been a huge honor, and I'm blessed to do this.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for being with us today. We really appreciate it, and your dad's here. Your dad's here with me today.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet. Thank
He's
you.
enjoying the weather. He brought us the weather, so thank you. Shout out to your dad.
That's the way it is. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure you got a million bajillion things to do.
Well,
So
we're
we'll
always
let you
here
get
for
to
you,
it.
okay?
Try to enjoy it. Try to enjoy it. I know you're like stress mode right now.
No. You guys actually make me feel pretty good.
Oh, good.
And I don't want you guys thinking I'm sick. I've been talking so much on radio and TVs. And I talk
You're
a lot of
fine.
raise it is, so I must be on overtime.
Overtime. Well, thank you so
Thanks
much.
so
We
much,
appreciate
man.
it.
Appreciate it. So we got a few more people we're going to be talking to here, but before we get to that, we're going to take a little short break here. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
Community means a sharing of common interests, attitudes, and goals with others. At HSL Properties, it's about community. We're looking for highly motivated professionals to join our team. With exciting sign-on bonuses, benefits, and more, a career at HSL is the beginning of a brand new day. Learn more at hslcareers.com. HSL, it's about community.
Okay, all right. All right, well, we are here with Will Rasmussen. He is the voice that you've heard for the last several years now, booming through the speakers here. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, of course. Thanks for letting me. Gosh, how about this? Blue skies.
Perfect day for it.
Parade was terrific, I understand, and we're looking for a big crowd here today and can't wait. World-class rodeo, right?
No kidding.
99
Absolutely.
years. What is the biggest winter rodeo in the United States? And
What more could you ask for?
how lucky am I?
Yeah.
How lucky am I?
And you got those vocal cords, so you
I don't know
right on
that
top
I do.
of it, right?
I don't know that I do or not, but I'm just boy. There's 100 rodeo announcers want to be me today, and I'm just lucky to be here.
So, Will, you traveled to numerous rodeos really across the country.
Right.
What makes the Tucson Rodeo so special?
Well, I'm from Montana,
Okay.
and up there, sunshine in February.
Yeah, that's nice.
That'll do it.
That's one thing. Jose, you just talked to Jose. He's become a dear friend. You'll talk to Sam Merriman here in a minute, and my buddy JJ the Clown, he'll be here. And this whole committee, you know, Jose was talking about the volunteer hours and the hundreds of volunteers that make it all happen to ensure a family, you know, a great family experience. And just a world-class rodeo where you get, if you're a rodeo fan, you know, you get to see all the stars of the rodeo filter in over, you know, 10 or 12 days. And just all of that, plus the sunshine, and I've made such good friends here. And I just love this rodeo. I just love it. So what makes it special? World-class rodeo, world-class livestock, and world-class hospitality.
Absolutely.
So when you talk about it that way, it doesn't really feel like work. All the time that you're putting in.
know, yeah, I'm overpaid. There's no doubt about that because, you know, if a guy could come to a rodeo like this for free, he would. So I'm lucky to have this job, and I do a lot of radio work. I do rodeos all year long, and I just love what I do, and I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
We calling it on the camera. Yeah, no. The
I'm not
passion's
lying.
there.
Yeah, lucky to do that. Get to, you know, research the cowboys and the livestock, and hopefully, you know, inform the crowd that wants informed, and you know, let everybody know what's going on, and entertain everybody. Right? That's you'll talk to JJ here in a minute, but we want it to be a great family experience, and we work hard at that.
So on your end, how much time do you put in preparing for the Tucson Rodeo?
Yeah, you know, about 3 to 4 hours per day getting ready for that day. I was up pretty early, did on my off day yesterday, did a bunch of homework for today and tomorrow, Saturday, and so it's 3 or 4 hours a day, and we have a meeting here pretty quick to go over what the flow of the show, so to speak. So there's a preparation. When you have as little talent as me, you better be prepared.
Hey,
You knock yourself a little bit here, but you did say 100 people want this job. And you know, what if there is some kid out there who's sitting in the audience that's like, I would love to
I want to be
do
him
what
when I grow up.
How do you do this? How do you get into this line of work?
You know, a long time ago, when I was in the radio business, a guy said, stand in front of the mirror and read the newspaper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever do
They
that?
do tell us
They
to
do.
that.
Yeah.
Right?
For TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you do, and you know how it is. You're saying what's in this sentence over here, and you're reading over, and you just spend a lot of time in being afraid of one of these, you know, a microphone, and it takes and I learn every day, right? Even after 25 or 30 years of doing rodeos and radio and all that, you learn every day, right?
Yeah.
And you try to get better every time.
What would you say makes you stand out for this world-class rodeo?
Hopefully I'm personable. Hopefully I talk to everybody. And I'm enthusiastic, and I just love when the crowd responds. So, yeah, inform, educate, entertain, everybody have a good time, and 99 years of Arizona's celebration of the cowboy.
I know, very exciting.
Isn't it great?
We better
It's
see you
great.
out here again next year for the big 100.
I know, you have to be here for 100.
You know, if I'm living, I'll be here.
Okay, well, we'll
I
see you
love
next
it.
year.
We'll
Yeah.
hold you to it, right?
Yeah, please do.
Perfect.
Can't wait. Yeah, counting the days. 371.
Awesome.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
Something
me
like
trying
that.
to do the math in my head, I'm like,
It's a leap
I don't
year
know.
too,
We'll take your
remember?
word for it.
That's right. Thank you
so
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate it. We'll let you
have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine.
We
will.
will. We certainly will. So, all right, we'll take another break here. We'll be back just a few minutes.
Saddle up, cowboys and cowgirls. It's time to kick your style into high gear at Cowtown Boots. Come in now for specials like 15% off Cowtown brand boots. Special buys for the entire family with kids starting at $29.95 and adults $69.95. And 25% off any belt with the purchase of boots. Cowtown Boots has you covered from head to toe. Just off the I-10 between Ruthroff and Sunset.
Get 'em on, Cowtown Boots, get 'em on.
Blue Mountain Roofing's got a deal hotter than a branding iron, and it's brought to you by the best sniffer in the West, Sue. Sue's on the hunt, sniffing out specials like a true four-legged cowboy. Sue's Rodeo Special, $500 off a brand spanking new roof replacement. Sue's sniffing out a deal just for you. Our team's as dependable and hardworking as a rancher at sunrise. When Sue says it's a deal, you can bet your boots it's the real deal.
Keep it local, keep it trusted. Call Blue Mountain Roofing today.
Which way am I going?
All right, well, we are back here. We're just up live now. We are joined by Sam Merriman. Thanks so much for being here, Vice Chair of the event.
Yes.
All right, so first up here, how long have you been doing this?
I've actually been at the Tucson Rodeo about 10 years, but I've been involved with rodeo all my life. So I took a little spell between going and playing college football and doing some other things like that, and didn't do rodeo during that time. But yeah, so it's about 10 years I've been here now at Tucson.
Okay, so you've been here for 10 years. What would you say makes the Tucson Rodeo so special, stand out?
Oh, without a doubt, everyone's priority on the committee is the community, the city of Tucson itself. What can we do for that committee? And if you've noticed, like, we've tried to, for the fan base to have their experience here. We keep adding different things other than just the rodeo. We keep adding so that their experience is just so much better than what it was 10 years ago when I first got here.
And so when you're talking about this event in general, I mean, it's like it's such a big thing that so many people get involved with here in this community. We've all kind of lived in different parts of the country. I don't know how well traveled you are or not, but I don't think I've lived anywhere where there's been an event like this, where like the whole community is so invested in this. The kids get off school.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so unique. Is there anything else like this that you can think of?
You know, not that I'm aware of, and it's interesting because I have lived in different places of the country and I have traveled the world. And when I talk about they get out of school for rodeo, everyone's like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, no, there's rodeo vacation. That's what it's called." And so, and you know, and I had it when I was a kid, and at that time the rodeo was only the 4 days. It was the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We didn't have the first weekend like we have now. But yeah, no, it's very unique to Tucson. We've been blessed with this facility, the fact that we have it. I mean, we're on 45 acres, so we have a lot to work with. We're not even close to being done with it yet.
So when you talk about 99 years, obviously coming up on the big 100, but you have to make every single one of them count. For this year, the 99th year, what is the one thing that you're like, people have to see, it's your favorite part of the rodeo?
Oh, well, going outside of the rodeo events themselves, the 100-year sign that we had made, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sign, and we didn't really know what we were going to do with it after this year, where we were going to put it and everything, but I think we found a good home for it right now. So, like, I think that's one of the things. If every time I go by there's a line for people waiting to get their picture taken there. So
We'll have to wander over there and get a picture.
Yes. Even though it's the 99th year rodeo right now, they're getting ahead of the game. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is very cool. Where'd you grow up, if you don't mind me asking?
Right here.
You did grow up here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to Amphitheater High School.
Gotcha.
Graduated there, and then college in Idaho.
Okay.
And stayed away for about 25 years while I raised my family and everything, and then came back after the kids were in college.
Gotcha. Because I will say, I've lived in Texas, and the Houston Rodeo is a huge thing there. But the Tucson Rodeo has a better feel, better vibes than the Houston Rodeo. And that's praise to you guys, because that's a major rodeo. But I would say that Tucson, it definitely feels like just that hometown where you want to be, like a community.
Yes, and it's interesting. I've had so many people come up and say, your hospitality at this rodeo is the most amazing that I've been at any rodeo. So it is, and if you look at even the uniqueness of our arena, we're almost a 500-foot arena. It's a huge arena. So we've had to make adjustments, and when we put in our application and everything, so we have what's called a score line. That's the head start like a calf gets and everything. So it's much longer here than at any other rodeo, because we want the action to happen in the middle so that everyone sitting in the stands can see what's going on. Everything doesn't happen at that end or over here. So yeah, we try to cater it to the people that are coming to see our rodeo.
Yeah, the Southern Charm in Southern Arizona.
Very good. Very good.
All right, I have a rodeo question for you here.
Okay.
So we're supposed to ask you this. So what is the difference between rough stock and timed events? I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let me know.
There we go, please.
Hey. Oh, well, we'll start with this. Okay. Timed events are timed.
Perfect. Oh my goodness, awesome.
And rough stock, you have an amount of time that you have to stay.
Okay.
Stay on. So
okay.
So when you see calf roping and bulldogging, or they call steer wrestling off time, calf roping they call tie down also, team roping, those are all timed, and you want those to happen as fast as you can.
Okay.
Rough stock is all bareback, saddle bronc horses, bulls. You want to stay on as long as you have to stay on for the 8 seconds.
Okay.
And in that 8 seconds, you have to perform on your ride. So 50% of the score is on how well the bull bucks, if it's bull riding. 50% is on the cowboy himself. So in that 8 seconds, he has to be in there trying to move his legs and everything. Let the judge see that he's trying to make that bull buck more.
I just thought the goal was staying on. I thought that was the whole goal of it. You just got to stay on the
A
thing.
whole lot more to it than that. And in terms of this event here, I was talking with one of the other organizers, and she was mentioning, the thing that this has been going on for 99 years, and the story that hasn't been talked about enough is how big of a volunteer effort this is. Like she was talking about, the Lions Club does the concessions. This is not some big corporate rodeo. This is really Tucson coming together and putting this together for the love of rodeo, their love of community, all of that.
Exactly. And not just the Lions Club. We have the Rotary out here. We have a lot of different organizations. Even when you look at our parking lot, we donate to a lot of like FFA or schools that will come out, so they'll work the parking lot, and then we give them money for that. That's part of our contribution back into the community. If you look at us, we are somewhere between 400 and 500 volunteers. None of it. Jose doesn't get paid. I don't get paid. Not a dime. We do have paid staff only in the office, but we don't have a general manager. We don't have anything like that. That's only in the ticket sales. So there's about 4 people that get paid in there. So yes, it's a 100% volunteer, and they've made that work for 99 years. We're going to make it work for another 100 years. Trust me.
Awesome.
Wow, we love to see it.
Yeah, we do. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
You bet.
Congratulations, 99 years. That's huge.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it is huge. Yes, thank you. We're proud of it, believe me.
Yeah, you should be. Well, thank you.
All right, well, we got another commercial break coming. We'll get another person racked up to talk with you in just a few minutes. Be right back.
Unity means a sharing of common interests, attitudes, and goals with others. At HSL Properties, it's about community. We're looking for highly motivated professionals to join our team. With exciting sign-on bonuses, benefits, and more, a career at HSL is the beginning of a brand new day. Learn more at hslcareers.com. HSL, it's about community.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
Let's get serious.
All right, we're back. We're back. We're focused. We're serious. We're standing by. Who are you? Why are you here?
I was actually just selling popcorn walking through here. Saw a TV camera. Listen. My name is JJ Harrison. I'm a rodeo clown. If you've come to Tucson the last couple of years, you've seen me. I'm the idiot that runs around and throws a football. But let me tell you how you can tell a tourist or an idiot in Arizona. I've learned this.
I'm nervous.
They're the ones wearing all black. Tourists. This dude lives here, Tyler. Bro, you know
I've lived here for a month and a half, so I'm still new. I'm still a tourist.
He's from Canada, obviously.
I did live in Canada. Look, he's a genius.
Crazy. Yeah, I know. All right, come on, focus. Let's get some questions.
All right, JJ, tell us a little bit about what you do and what do you think is the best part of your job?
Very aggressive questioning right there. What do you do?
What do you do?
What do you do? My job is to bridge the contestant to the fan. A lot of times, people will come to a rodeo. Let's be honest, we're in Tucson, Arizona. This is like senior spring break. Okay, there's a lot of people from Minnesota. There's a lot of people from Iowa, Midwest. They come down. They got another little house here, and they come and hang out. They've never been to a rodeo in their life, and they come to the very best rodeo. Their first shot out of the gate, right? So somebody's got to connect them with what's happening. Everybody knows what it feels like to be entertained. You know what it feels like to laugh, to be a part of the show. I make that bridge all the way from giggling and having fun to what we're doing right here at the rodeo, the Western way of life, the industry that we have built, this entertainment package that we're feeding people in the rodeo world.
And that's that's a tough pill to swallow when it's like you come to your first rodeo and it's the best rodeo.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here, folks. So, and a lot of it, I'm gonna be very honest, is the crappy weather down here. You know, we like to have sunshine and just really give these people some hardship. You know, it's tough to be here in Tucson in February,
especially today, right?
Yeah, I mean,
awful day.
This kind of weather makes me want to wear leopard pants. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
He's wearing leopard pants.
He's wearing leopard pants. I know.
All right, I'm waiting for that comment.
Cheetah pants. I don't know.
I mean, I want it to be on theme with the animals. I know you don't have cheetahs out here, but
we do. The giraffes will come out later.
Yeah.
The running of the gazelles and
all the things.
Ostrich
the zebras.
races. Yes.
That's how you get it to be the best of the best. So
focus. Here we go. Thanks, Tyler. Get us back.
So. How do you get to do what it is you do?
Oh, it's very easy. You fail at everything else in life.
All right, good start.
I'm too lazy to work and too scared to steal. So that's pretty much sums up what I do for a living. Honestly, this is the honest truth. Write it down at home, those of you watch on the couch. I have a master's degree in education. I taught middle school for 8 years.
Wow.
And this job working with bulls is so much safer. It is so much safer.
Middle school.
I have a barrel to hide in. So I love what I do for a living because I love people. And if you ask me what the best part of Tucson is, I love the rodeo grounds. I love the weather. But that's not the best part of Tucson. The best part of Tucson are the people who come and watch this rodeo. Not only the ones that come down, just those weaklings that only hang out for the winter, but everybody down here. And I know Sam talked about it, hospitality. It's a real thing. This rodeo, Jose and Sam have set the tone. It's a top-down thing with rodeos. You can feel that we are serving the public. That is our goal, is to put on not just a great show, but an experience for people. And that could be a 95-year-old man who's coming to his first rodeo, or a 4-year-old child that is a grandkid that's coming for a rodeo. And we want to make sure that we give each of those a great experience. And that's a shotgun approach, man. You're trying to hit everybody. But I think Tucson does it better than most rodeos in the country.
All right, so obviously you love your job. It appears
I do,
you love
Carson.
your job.
I love my job,
okay.
Carson. Do you love your job?
I do love my job.
Good, because you're on right now. It's really awkward.
I wouldn't lie to y'all. But isn't it a little dangerous?
My job is very dangerous.
Yeah.
I get hit by bulls. If you don't know, I'm the little guy that runs around in the barrel. And so if somebody's going to be hit by a bull, we want it to be me. We've got 3 great bullfighters. And I love all those guys. I don't want to see them get run over. So my job is to be like the backup guy, right? Like Tyler to you two, right? Like if it gets serious, he's got to move in, right? So I pack that barrel in, and hopefully the bull will hit me. And we also do a fighting bull. Butler and Sons is our stock contractors. They do an amazing job of bringing top quality NFR National Finals Rodeo level stock right here to Tucson. Best cowboys against the best stock. That's kind of how it always shakes down. But we also do a fighting bull, which is fun for the crowd, because that's when we release the bull out there and just let the bullfighters and myself just play with it. Just run around and try to,
play with the bull.
try to not die.
Not safe.
I mean, no, at the end of the day, the whole goal is just don't die.
May I ask why you do this?
Yeah.
Why you chose to do that?
Yeah, well, my newscasting career never panned out. I
can't imagine that. You have all the personality.
I wouldn't wear the pants.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear the pants.
They do ask the first day, are you willing to wear cheetah print bell bottoms? And
Anna said me. I am.
I already have a
Tyler
pair.
said me.
Tyler's wearing cheetah. You just don't see it.
Yeah, there's the visual you need at home. How about that?
So what are you doing the rest of the year when you're not doing this?
This is what I do for a living. So my first event is December 31st, and I am booked every single weekend. And this is hard to believe, but it's true. Every single weekend right up to November, and I take all of November off because I love to fly airplanes. I'm a pilot, and that is probably what I do for fun. And and I married an Italian woman, so there's a lot of spice in my life. Yeah, I knew.
You're like, I've seen her mad. The bull doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
So what would you do if you were all of a sudden at a time machine, you're back in time, you're talking to yourself studying for your master's degree in education, you see yourself sitting in that library?
I would still do it. I would still do it because you can use your education. I do motivational speaking, can you tell? But I would still do it because you can use an education in three ways. Number one is a direct path. You go to school to be a nurse, you become a nurse, you have a life career as a nurse. The second one's a stepping stone. You use your education to get to the job that you want to get. Maybe you want to be a fishing guide or something, and you start out with a fishery tech degree. You work at a dam, and then you buy the tackle and the gear, and you become a fishing guide later in life. The third way is what I'm doing. It's a backup plan. So if something happens to me, and I guess we can all agree this is not the safest job. If something happens to me,
There is a time limit on it.
I need to use my education to fall back on. And so I constantly tell kids, you need to get an education. You need to get a degree, and you may not use that degree, but the skill set that you get going to college is going to far surpass any other life experience that you're going to have in those 4 years. Some of you 5, but you know what I'm saying? Like it is a great thing. So you want to be educated. You know.
Yeah.
That answered the question.
I think so.
I think that answered the question.
So. All right. Anybody got anything else?
Come on, one more. I haven't got anything from you.
We talked about the question that you don't like being asked, so I'll ask you.
Ask it.
What's the worst injury you've ever had?
The worst injury. The one that we were laughing off camera. People always ask me, have you ever been hurt? I'm a rodeo clown. Come on, ask a pilot. You ever been in the air? So I've cracked my skull twice. I have a fake hip. I have 3 knee surgeries. I have actually had 7 surgeries altogether on my body. Numerous ankle sprains and rolled this and that, and small fractures. Last season I fractured my tibial plateau, which is where your knee comes together, and I just kept rodeoing all season long. And I did that for one main reason, and that is you're probably going to get to talk to them. The Justin Sports Medicine team is incredible. I can never, ever say enough positive thing about Mike Rich and his entire team. Take care of us on the road. We can't do what we do. Obviously, we're going to get hurt. So many times I will have an injury, and a lot of times rodeo guys, we'll go to the doctor. They're going to tell us, oh, you need to stay out for 6 months. Yeah. And then we go back to rodeo on the next day. Justin Sports Medicine team understands we're going to do that, so they will treat us, and we know that if they send us to the surgeon, we're done.
And nothing's been serious enough yet, and you're back out here for 99 years.
Stay safe this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to commercial.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was going to say, can you toss us to commercial?
Yeah, you're watching us right down here live at the Tucson Rodeo. Get here, but right now we got some important words. Pay attention to them.
Blue Mountain Roofing's got a deal hotter than a branding iron, and it's brought to you by the best sniffer in the West, Sue. Sue's on the hunt, sniffing out specials like a true four-legged cowboy. Sue's Rodeo Special, $500 off a brand spanking new roof replacement. Sue's sniffing out a deal just for you. Our team's as dependable and hardworking as a rancher at sunrise. When Sue says it's a deal, you can bet your boots it's the real deal.
Keep it local, keep it trusted. Call Blue Mountain Roofing today.
You live life like a boss. You deserve a credit union that puts you in charge of your financial future. With 1AZ, you can manage your money on the go so you can be there when it matters most. Inspire your dreams with high-yield savings that serve up earnings more than a drip at a time. Whether you're a business trailblazer, a super saver, a mother, or all three in one, at 1AZ, every member banks like a boss. Visit 1azcu.com to join today.
I don't know about you. I'm kind of offended.
Offended by what?
Well, he went after your pants.
I think he loved my pants secretly. I think he's just like, why are you standing here in the sun wearing all black? And
Which
it is
I am
normal.
thinking about.
You're thinking the same
And
thing.
he didn't say anything about me.
About your outfit? It's
Well,
because
that's because you look
That's
perfect.
why.
That's so sweet. I'm still laughing though. He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. A lot of personality. I mean, if you need a reason to come out here this weekend, there's one. There's a big one right there.
That, and while we've been standing here, like, there's occasionally that you get this whiff of some kind of food, some kind of smell that
I think
wafts
it's the
through
roasted
you.
almonds
Say
right
a
over
whiff
there.
of something else.
Well, there is
Well, that's
definitely a
because
whiff
they're
of something else.
animals.
It is a rodeo.
But that's not, yeah.
That's on the other side. No, all the food's over here. The good stuff's over here.
All
So,
right. Any of us interested in a grazing ticket? We talked about that earlier in the week.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the one where you walk around and eat and drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why not?
What
There's
more
gonna
do you
be So
need?
many food trucks here, vendors.
but I think that's the thing. There's options for everybody out here.
Exactly. Even if you're not really into the rodeo, come out here and have some great food.
Yeah.
and what's also great, too, because when we were walking in, I was looking and I was like, what if you didn't have this outstanding outfit?
You can buy it.
You can buy it. There's tents all over the place out here with hats, shirts, I mean,
I know.
No
giant
leopard
belt
pants.
buckles.
No leopard
they
pants.
don't have leopard pants.
You have to go to Reno, Nevada to get those.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
makes so much sense.
Doesn't it? Once you say Reno, you're like that, Travis. That does correct. She goes in Reno.
So what are you guys looking forward to most about it? I know you were talking about mutton busting.
I wanted to, I mean, I'm above the age limit and weight limit, but I love mutton busting. I think it's so cute when you have those kids out there just hanging on for dear life on the sheep. What more do you want?
Adorable,
It
right?
is cute.
I think I'm the most excited about watching JJ.
Yeah.
So you're impressed.
I'm very impressed. Oh my goodness. Honestly impressed with everything here. And they've been doing it for 99 years. I mean, we've been talking about it all morning. Next year, the big 100. How can you top it?
I don't know if you can. They're going to, though.
They
but,
will.
I mean, it's
They'll
just
find a
incredible.
way.
I know they were talking about some fireworks. There's some new fireworks this year they didn't have last year, so
my goodness,
they've
fun.
amped up the fireworks a little bit. So
Yeah.
next year they'll keep finding little ways to just
What do you do next year?
What are
amping
you
it up.
looking forward to?
Watching the guys do the 8 seconds on the bull thing. Have you ever watched that before? Because
I
that's
have on TV, but never in like real life.
it's impressive. It's frightening because it's a very big animal, and when you see him out there in person, you're like, that's a very small man on top of a very large animal that is very angry that he's there right now.
Yeah.
But that's good watching. That's fun stuff.
It is fun. I would never do it, but it is fun.
I know. Isn't it crazy? We talk to these people and we're like, how do you get just like the courage to do that?
Yeah.
I just think it's in you. You're just born. You go to rodeos.
For sure.
You're born a cowboy. I was not, so I'm wearing the leopard print bell bottoms.
Yeah, we are no cowboys here. First rodeo, right?
First,
It is our first
rodeo in Tucson. Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect.
But I think we've done our job.
We have.
I think we filled time adequately. I don't know about you guys. I thought we did okay. But we are going to toss it back. Well, there goes my earpiece. It made it 45
Tyler's
minutes.
done. He's throwing stuff on the
We're
ground.
going to toss it back over to Dan and Brooke to wrap things up.
Well, this concludes our coverage for the 99th annual Tucson Rodeo Parade. We so appreciate you joining in.
We sure do, and so many people are still working hard to clean everything up. So we thank them and we thank you for watching today.
And perfect weather today, Erin.
I was just going to say, I
Yes.
think it was perfect for a parade. No rain, lots of sun, barely a cloud in the sky.
Yeah.
It was a terrific day.
And if you're going to head out to the rodeo today, make sure you bring some sunblock because the sun is out very powerfully right now.
It is strong. So we are so excited for next year's Centennial Rodeo Parade. Thank you for watching.
Good day.